Good evening. Good evening. As Prosecutor Park stated, my name is Koundry. I'm the Chief of Staff for Union County Prosecutor's Office. I'm very happy and very proud to have worked on this project with not only our office, but all the communities that are involved. Very quickly, this is the body camera that will be worn by the members of the Plainfield Police Division. It is manufactured by Taser International here in the United States. They're based out of Arizona. Currently, their product is in over 3,500 agencies and 52,000 cameras out there. The camera is smaller than a pack of cigarettes and weighs 3.5 ounces. There's several different mounting functions to go anywhere from your pen pocket to the very front of your shirt. One agency has chosen to go with a lapel. When the officer comes on duty, you heard the director mention a docking station. They will remove their camera. Every officer is going to have their own camera. They'll remove their camera from the docking station and they will turn it on. That's where you see that this is red. It will go through a self-check. It will let the officer know that everything's okay by a series of lights and the beep that you heard when I first turned it on when I got here. There's a green blinking light. That means the camera is on, it's functioning, and it's ready to go. The camera has a battery life easily of 12 hours and has the internal capacity to store an entire shift of video. It records at a video graphics array of 640 by 480, and it has 8 gigabytes of internal storage if there's any tech-savvy people out there. Most importantly, when the camera's on, it's always recording. But does it record the entire time? No. What it does is it has a 30-second buffer. And what that means is that it captures the prior 30 seconds that the officer activates it. That 30 seconds of video prior to the officer actually activating it. Therefore, there's a record of what was going on 30 seconds prior. 30 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but if we sat here in silence for 30 seconds, I think you would agree it's a pretty good amount of time. It's very simple to operate. When the officer wants to turn it on, the actions that have been put into this camera are very deliberate, so it cannot be turned on by accident. It cannot be turned off by accident. To activate the camera, the officer presses this large button twice. You have the beep that tells them it's on, and now that green light is now flashing red. The camera is now recording. It records at a 130-degree angle, so I assure you that everyone in this room right now is within a 130-degree angle. When the officer is done, the call is complete, and he's completely gone from the call. His services are no longer needed, and everyone has left the scene. The officer holds this button down for 3 seconds. That long beep tells the officer that the camera has now stopped recording. So what you have is the recording from the time that I touched it to the time I shut it off, plus the previous 30 seconds that I turned it on. So that's why you will see in the sample video that I will play for you, I'm going to sort of fast forward through it. I don't want you to have to sit here through 30-some seconds of silence. And that's why you'll see I will push it forward. I'd like to play the video for you, and if there's any questions.
Good afternoon, Jersey. Victor Alpha Uniform 84 Hotel from the room code Chevy and Power, 196, vehicle violation. Good morning, Sergeant Brown, Plainfield Police. If anybody sees your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance, please.
So what exactly did I do?
Stop you because you failed with a total police stop at the south side of the last intersection.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just wasn't thinking.
Okay.
My daughter used the car last time I had an insurance card.
Okay, so continue to look for it, take you to your vehicle, I'll be right back. If you find it, just open it up out the window for me. Back in the vehicle for me. Okay? comment?
Yes, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Okay, so everything seems to be in order. I'm gonna give you a warning for stop sign violation, but in the future you need to pay more attention to stuff like that, because that causes a lot of accidents. Okay, here you go.
Thank you so much.
You gotta fix that.
That recording then receives what one might call a serial number. It's whole, it's untouched, it cannot be manipulated, it cannot be erased. Aside from putting it under a steamroller, there's nothing that you can do to the video from this camera. The officer has no part in transferring the video. When the officer comes off duty, the camera goes into a docking station. The docking station then extracts that video and stores it by way of a cloud server, and this is done through virtual computers and servers. It is stored in one set of it is stored on the West Coast, another set is stored on the East Coast for disaster sort of recovery should we need those videos. Oftentimes a video will be asked for, and this may get to really to your question, through an OPA request, and there may be something that needs to be redacted, maybe a juvenile. And we can pixelate the face of that juvenile. That then, when we do that to the original video, we have not touched the original video. When we want to redact or make a copy or forward a copy, it's a copy of the original video that then gets its own type of serial number. So the original video is never touched, it's never redacted, it can never be changed.
And there's only certain system administrators that will have access to that. And certain system administrators will be audited, and the prosecutor's office and myself will know what person went in, who went in, and do another audit. It's kind of a, I can't explain it. It's automated, and it gets kicked out. So if somebody says that Carl went in, it'll tell me the date and time Carl went in, why he went in. So if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, the county would audit it, and they would say, hey Carl, why'd you go in there 15 times? Hey, I was trying to look at it, trying to figure out, I was redacting or not redacting, making a copy, I'm still familiar with the system. So there are certain measures that it does kick in.